What inspired you to come up with this nonprofit? Like, what was the moment when you were like, this is what I want to do and I want to pursue it?
My dad is sort of an entrepreneur. He's just the kind of guy that came from Mexico with like $20 in his pocket and a self-made man. And I learned a lot going around, and I would get to see how like big processes of water filtration stuff were done. And we came across the electrocoagulation technology, and I was fascinated by it. My dad knew that I like, I'm kind of a techie. I like tinkering around with stuff. So it kind of mixed over time, this like interest in this technology. I would tinker with it. Hey, maybe we could grow this in a startup way. I always had the idea of having it be open and accessible. And a good friend of mine was like, it sounds like you want to be a nonprofit. And I had no real experience in the nonprofit world, but that was like a light bulb in my head that like, yes, this really fits the nonprofit model. We had highs and lows. There were times where we almost like stopped doing it. Like I needed to help out more with the family business, and I was sort of starting to put this aside because it was really a labor of love and a passion that wasn't making money. But then the teachers and students would come back every year and would ask like, are you doing it again this year? And we did, and we just kept growing it that way.
My favorite part was actually watching the water, and we watched it through a flashlight so we could actually see like the materials and the minerals like float up to the top, so that was cool.
The wheels started turning that these codable kits that worked in a group just weren't really going to work during a pandemic. We did well because we were able to start shipping our first version of these kits out to students at home. We did workshops virtually, and we kind of really grew that way. I have like this long-term vision where I would love, as specific issues get targeted or brought up, that I sort of help encourage the people that bring up those issues to help them tackle that issue. At the root of this sort of program is that there's a lot of different ways that students can research and test and innovate with this kit. And we kind of learned that that's kind of the real fun part.
What was your favorite part?
The light.
The light?
The light on the electrode thing.
We're not quite there where we have something that's a finished product for people to use and purify water to drinking standards. We're in the like prototype, early phases of innovation, designing, tinkering, and that's kind of a really fun place to be with students. Just the education side of this has kind of almost gone ahead of the water technology itself.